Hello and welcome back to another character creation video. My name's Lumin and today we are back in No Rest for the Wicked once more, and we're here for female character creation and customization exclusively. For those that perhaps don't know, No Rest for the Wicked is a visceral precision action RPG looking to reinvent the genre, and the game is from the guys over at Moon Studios, the creators of Ori. Now, if you want to do a deep dive to discover all there is to discover about No Rest for the Wicked, you can find some links below, and as always there will be timestamps. Starting things out here, I just want to say I am in love with the art style and the models and everything else they did with the characters. So excuse the fact that I'm going to be gushing about this a little bit as we go through. I just can't help it. It's really cool. Now when we first jump in here, we're going to have a look at all the presets that are available. As of right now, this works in kind of a weird way. You have 6 different presets to pick from here. They give you basically a face and a facial structure. They give you a skin tone, an ethnicity, and a few other things that you can't really change once you've jumped into the customization. So this is the single most important choice that you're going to make. On top of that, each of these comes with a handful of different face options, and they include a massive range of things. Different complexions, again, different skin tones, different ages, markings, tattoos, scars, and so on and so forth. So this is very important. The one you pick here will lead you to more options that are exclusive to that choice. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to show it off right now. We're going to start with the first one over here. We enter a name. Then we go customize. Then in the face options, you get a selection of 6 different faces. And these are all unique to this one preset. I really feel, and I've mentioned this a few times, that they should make this a little more accessible, a little easier to navigate, and it would make a whole lot of sense if you could also change your skin tone, at least partially, here, somewhere. You know, because at the moment, especially with the females, they only have one dark skin tone. That's it. They've just got the one, and there's nothing else. It's kind of silly. So, the facial presets here, they are pretty cool. As you can see, some of them are sort of drastic changes. They give you markings, tattoos, stuff like that. Some of them make the character look a whole lot older. Some of them just make your complexion a little more ruddy. This one has a massive scar across the entirety of its face. And it's looking older. She's definitely weather-worn and battle-weary at this point. And this one, I mean, I don't know, is that just freckles? It's kind of cool. There's a lot of different options, and that's just the first preset that we looked at. Now, if we go to the second one, you will notice that there are a bunch of different presets. I could not tell you what kind of scar that is, but it looks painful. Some more tattoos and or markings. So I'm not sure if I would say that they need to put these on all of them, but I do feel like they at least need to make it a little more obvious that there are so many choices, because I get the feeling a lot of people will just jump in here and they'll select one, then they'll go into customize, they'll look at the face and they'll be like, oh, okay, this is the only faces available. And that's a sad situation, right? And I mean, look at these. Some of these are like really unique. And what they've done with it and the way that they've handcrafted these characters and made them look like paintings, like concept art come to life, is just phenomenal. Like, I don't know, man. These artists that did this, the modelers and stuff like that, I really hope they watch my videos and listen to all these kind words, because it is so sick. This one is really interesting as well. I actually made my character last night and I tried to use this one, and for some reason it didn't work for me. I don't know. I like it when I'm up close, but when I zoom out it looks a little strange. But decent options here, nonetheless. And, yeah, we only halfway. And this one is the Perpetual Powder. I want to just say quickly, as we are in this specific menu right now, you can change that. You can fix that, alright? Just know that the character does not have to be pouting the whole time. Because this character has some of the coolest markings in the game. These markings right here are fantastic. They look really, really nice. You don't have to be pouting. Let me show you quickly. If you go to the mouth options, look, the pout's gone. I don't know what they were thinking, but it was bad. Don't do that. Don't do that. This is not good. It's not good. The pursed lips. No. No. We don't need that. We don't need that. But this is amazing, by the way. The amount of depth that they are able to add with what I feel is a simple coat of paint is kind of insane, right? Again, the art here, the models and stuff, I can't get over it. It's so cool. So cool. Okay, second to last one. It's kind of a nice looking face, this one. This is the closest thing you're going to get right now, at least to vitiligo. It's some of the way there, I suppose. But it is maybe a good sign of things to come. The male characters have slightly more where that's concerned, but it's only slightly. Here you can actually see, and you know what, this actually kind of looks a little weird, because you can see that this one has a darker skin tone, but what bothers me about it is that it's literally just from the neck up. You can sort of see the line over there, the connecting line. It looks really weird because the body itself is just not changing. And yeah, like other things are changing as well, in case you didn't notice. Look at the eyebrows as an example. The overall shading is changing a lot. This one here, she's got a red nose. She's either getting like really cold or she's a little tipsy. It's cool. It's kind of fantastic. There are so many good choices. And as I'm busy saying that right here, they can be made even better choices with some customization, you know? So yeah, it does sadden me a little bit that there's only this one dark skin tone, but they do have a decent variety of stuff on the dark skin tone, like cool markings and stuff here, and some pretty faces. Some really pretty faces. But it is just not enough. That's something I'm going to say. It's just not enough. But that is it for the presets and the face options. So what we're going to do now is we'll jump in on... I guess we jump in on this one. That's fine. Just the basic one. And we're going to look at the customization options. Now, everything from here down is the same on each of them. However, you need to realize that it's not the same on each of them because you have a slightly different face. And, I mean, in some cases it is only slightly different. I really feel like on the female side of things here, while they have fantastic options and they really have an amazing selection compared to the male, especially with markings, tattoos, scars, and all that stuff, you have less in terms of variety with the faces and the facial shapes and stuff like that. There, the males win out a little bit. But let's have a look at the customization options. I'm going to ask you to excuse me right now because I'm going to struggle a little bit here. This menu was made for controller and I'm using a mouse and keyboard. This is a little finicky. Okay, the hairstyles are pretty great. I love what they've done with them. They have some physics in for some of the styles, and they've managed to sort of straddle the line between this really, really cool and interesting art style that they've got, which is like more a hand-painted concept arty look, and realism, where they have like styles that look really good, especially when you look from a distance, but when you come up close, you can see that they've actually managed to cut some corners in a good way, where they don't show you too many individual strands, because that would make it look messy, right? So, again, I don't know what the artists did here or how they went about it, but there's some serious technical wizardry going on here to make this look really, really cool. I'll show you the different colors in a moment as well. I think that they affect this quite greatly, and it's really impressive as well, just to see how nice they look. It's phenomenal. But like, this is... It's just some of the nicest looking character art that I've seen in a game. I will criticize the dreads that they have, these ones, a little bit, where I feel like in some situations it kind of looks a little weird that there's no shading anywhere here. But the regular styles, I feel they look fantastic. Really, really nice. They have a good mix. They have some decent short styles, some decent long styles. I think that they could probably work with a little bit more, though. Like, I mean, there's opportunities here for extra styles that they potentially missed, is all I'm saying. But it's great. It looks awesome. I love it. For the purposes of the video, we'll take this one. Hair colors. You have this sort of sandy blonde. Then there is the closest thing you'll get to red or ginger. There's a nice deep brown. There's an even deeper, darker brown, and then there's a gray. I like the colors. Very grounded in reality. Not so much grounded in this reality, but just grounded in reality. No bright colors, no crazy stuff here. I do feel like they could have gone a little darker with this and given us like a closer to black, but overall I really don't have much to complain about, and I wouldn't complain mostly just because they look so phenomenal. Like, the colors are so nice. Beautiful colors, rich, vibrant, full of life. Speaking of which, let's move on to the eyes. This is the first encounter with sliders, and I gotta say I like it. They've managed to do something with the models here where no matter what you do with the facial features, it actually looks fine. It looks like it kind of works, you know? So you can go anywhere with most of these, and your character, yeah, she looks alright. It's like par for the course for No Rest for the Wicked, if you know what I'm saying. We're going to leave the size big so I can show you the rest of these. But there's a nice amount of movement here, and again, if you move these around on the different faces, you can probably improve things for yourself by doing that. Colors, we have this brown, then we have what is, I guess, a lighter brown. It could be like on the verge of a like orangey, gingery color. I don't know. I guess maybe it's just a lighter brown. There we have, I think that's green. Dude, I'm really bad with this, and like the reflections and stuff don't help. Here we have like a pale color. I don't know. Is that also like... I don't know. It looks nice. And then we have two lighter ones. These two are the same, except they have less shading around the outside. I always forget what that's called. It's not the Limbus, it's the other one. You can see that there's this dark ring over there, and then you can actually remove most of that shading and have it just be more pale. Kind of cool. I like what they've got, but I do think they can add a little bit more here. Again, I don't know if it's sort of lore-friendly stuff, but there's no blue eyes here. The green is not all that green. And yeah, it's like they could add a little bit more. But if it is like this for lore reasons, then I'm totally cool with it, and it makes sense. I always believe that games that stick with their guns when it comes to the style that they're going for in the game, they deserve some respect for that, man. It's not always an easy thing to do, because people like to complain, and people are mean about it. So, nose. You get to change the position. It's basically... It's like a combo of a tilt and a slide, basically. And again, you can sort of do anything with it, and it actually looks sort of natural. Then you have nose width. On female, this is actually legit just the nose width, but on male, funny enough, this is like the entire nose size. I mean, this is also a little bit of size, but like it's mostly just the width here. Again, decent movement there. When we go down to the mouth, there's actually a lot that you can do here. Even though it's only 3 sliders, it moves around a decent amount, and it can greatly affect the way your character looks. However, this is one of those games where they don't have a reset to default, so when you do start sliding things around, just be careful. Just watch out. You know, if you mess it up, it's not like it's going to take super long to try and get it back to where it was, but it might never feel the same, you know? So, look out. Our final options, the jaw bone. This is, I would say, of the sliders, probably the most impactful one, just because you can actually... really square out the jaw with it. You can give it that sort of chiseled look, especially if you do the width as well down at the bottom there. You know, you can really go full Brad Pitt on this, which is cool. It's really nice. But again, it doesn't always work with every face. You know, so like you might want for some of them a slightly thinner, longer look on the face. And for others, it might look better if you throw it on the wider side. Then you can do the chin protrusion over here. That's... also kind of a tough one to work with. And then the chin width. Yeah. That's it. That is it. And when you are done here, you are presented with your completed character. And you can start the game. Yeah. It's cool. Before we finish this up, I'm just going to go back quickly. And I'm going to show you a different character. So if you want to basically jump in, let's say the dark-skinned one over here. And perhaps we'll do something a little different with the hair, because we'll try to find something that fits a little better. And I'm just doing this because I think it's nice for you to be able to see, before you jump in for yourself, what kind of characters you can make. Just basically what's available. I'm doing the hair first, then I'll do the face after. But you can do some pretty nice stuff here. And again, like, I've seen people complaining about the style, the art style and the characters. Yeah, they're full of nonsense, dude. Like, there is some seriously cool stuff you can do here. And, I mean, if this, right here, doesn't look seriously cool to you, then I don't know, man. I just don't know. Nose width actually looks kind of good, big. Like, the difference that you have here right now just comparatively between the two characters, it's phenomenal. Really, really nice. Oh, she has a stronger chin. I like that. There we go. So, just as a quick example, that is nowhere near the same as the previous one. And, oh my god, dude. The body and the lighting and stuff on this skin tone is just wow. It's just wow. It is so nice. Really. It looks so good. So that's just one example. We can jump back and we can take a different one quickly and try another one. Let's go with the pouty face here. And I'll show you something else that's a little different. Like this one as an example. I really like this. You can go for sort of like a elven princess look. And honestly, it works really well. I tried this already for my thumbnail earlier. And yeah. And like they give you the wrong idea with this, because look, like they leave the slider all the way down here. If you pull it all the way to the top, it's kind of nice. You know, you can do some really nice stuff with it. We change the eye color to perhaps this one, and let's work on the pout quickly. On the the pursed lips. Let's make them a little bigger like this. There we go. And yeah, suddenly you are looking like a lady of the court, the elven court. If it wasn't for the ears, I would say. It's sick. I really, really like it. And that is how I'm going to transition into the outro. So, yeah, overall, I mean, I'm just in love with this. The whole concept art come to life, painted style that they've got on the characters, it's unlike anything else in gaming at the moment. I love it. I've said that so many times, but I really, really mean it. I have some criticisms, I have some suggestions. I feel like it would be cool if we could have skin tone as an option. So if we could change the skin tone on all of the different presets, because having just one dark skin tone character as, you know, one of our choices out of 6 is just a little too little, you know? So giving people manual control over that would be good. I think that cross-pollinating a little bit between the male and female would be nice. Hairstyles and especially the tattoos and markings. The females should give the tattoos and markings to the males. The males can give the scars to the females. Boom, boom. Problem solved. That would be amazing. But that's basically it in terms of criticism. It'll be nice to see more variety, but I'm sure they'll add that over time. It's still early days. I think that what they have here with the models, with the painted style, and with everything we've just looked at is just such a huge thumbs up. And I'm so excited for the future of this game and for the full release because, man... yeah, I just can't get enough of it. So, there you go. I'm a fan. I am a fan. I will 100% be supporting this game and covering it in the future, and I'll be spending more time in it. Hopefully a lot more time in the character creation system. I want to hear what you guys think. It's always important for you to leave those comments. Also provide input, provide constructive criticism, because believe it or not, the devs watch these videos sometimes. And if they come here to a video that covers character creation and customization specifically, and they see what people are saying, you might actually make an impact. You leaving your comment right now saying you like this or don't like this, you might help sway the devs one way or the other. So yeah, leave those comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know how your time in the game has been, how your time in the character creator has been, and all the rest. If you haven't already, give this video a like right now and share it and do all that other good stuff. Tell everyone about it. Tell your mom. Tell your granny. Tell your kids. Maybe not the kids, but, you know, you get what I'm saying. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you'd like to, you can find my links below, my coffee page, and my Twitch channel, and all the rest. Yeah. I will leave you now. I will leave you with thoughts and memories of these amazing looking characters. Go well, dudes. Happy that.